This is a quick video response to BeautyStanding4Him and her video, but you don't mind being stupid for other things. Now there's two arguments being presented here. The first is actually the oldest argument that I've ever taken offense to. It's actually the reason why my channel is called Agent of Doubt, because I really do take offense to people saying that it is not right to doubt and that it is not right to use your intellect. By the way, why do you think your God gave human beings intellect if not to use it? Why is that? So yeah, you're telling people to stop being intellectual, and then they will be able to understand your God. And then you go on to say that we have no problems being unintellectual about things like when we are more promiscuous and we have sex with multiple partners, and when we like to do drugs and drink a lot of alcohol. I know that you're probably in a very sheltered situation right now, but I really think that you should investigate. On the computer that you uploaded this video, please investigate things like intelligence versus addiction to sex and drugs and alcohol. And then investigate things like, say, the percentage of atheists in prison. You know, especially the percentage of atheists in prison for anything like drug use, drunk driving, anything like that. Just, look that up. And you'll find that it's an amazingly small percentage, and versus the population as a whole, it's quite amazing to see that so many people in prison are actually really members of your faith. They believe in your God. Yeah, why is that? Why do you associate not believing in your God with drug use and alcohol abuse and promiscuity? Why is that, too? Because it seems to me that whenever somebody hits rock bottom and they're involved in all of those things that you just said, that is oftentimes the point where religion comes into their lives, to prey on them at their weakest point, when they have no ability to think for themselves, when they're messed up on drugs and alcohol. That's when your religion likes to creep in, and if you're angry at people using their intellect, I think it's probably because you find it hard to convert someone when they're thinking. So, yeah, and I really think that the worst thing of everything that you said in this video, to me, is the way that you talk about sex and drugs and alcohol as if they are addictive bad things, and you don't see your own addiction to the fellowship, to the mindless grind of your church. You don't see how addicted you are to not having to think for yourself. Must be freeing to not have to make decisions for yourself. And I can see the attraction to that. But personally, I've made up my decision to think for myself and not have others tell me what to think. Yeah, when you have those experiences of euphoria, when you're speaking in tongues at the front of your church, and people are flopping on the ground like a fish, and going into convulsions, you tell me if that doesn't look like people that are on drugs.